What is Bougie Mommies? Bougie Mommies is literally my saving grace. I came up with Bougie Mommies in like a really crazy part of my life. I was homeless. I was sleeping out of my car with all four of my kids. I didn't have any money. I didn't have, food, resources. I had no idea what I was going to be doing. And the only thing that really just kept me from completely giving up was, makeup and hair. Like I would get my kids ready for school. They still went to school every single day. They did not miss a day of school. I bathed them in like bathrooms and things like that. When I had money, we were in rooms. I only had money enough for like 2, maybe 3 weeks out of the month to stay inside of a motel room. And when I couldn't, I would be in my car. But they still bathe every day, whether it was a bird bath in the bathroom. They still, got washed up. They still brushed their teeth. I still did their hair, and they still went to school every single day. But I would wake up and get them ready, get them off to school, and I would have my baby with me. At the time, she was, like 2 years old, and she's 6 years old now. And that is my princess. That's my baby. But I would do my makeup, and I was not good at it. It was not that good. It wasn't even a lot. It was really just like eyeliner, and I just got into foundation at the time, so foundation and lipstick. That was it, and mascara. But every time I did that, I would smile for that moment. I would feel so much better for that moment, and it made me want to get up and get out there and try to find work. It was just small things I would do. Like I would take my kids to the library, which was amazing. That in the place that we were living at the time, the library was amazing. They had like their own kids area, and so my kids thought that was like the best thing to do. They can go in there and play, and they had like a play area and get their own books, and they will check out the books, and they will read books all the time. Like my kids are really big book readers. And while they were doing that, I would be on the computers looking up things, and just trying to survive every single day. So makeup became like my saving grace. But what really got me into doing makeup for mothers was not just my own personal experience, but it was my father is a pastor, and we had a women's day, spa day, one Saturday morning a few years ago. And this lady came in off the street. She was homeless, and we were doing facials and makeovers and makeup and things like that. And so I was at the table where I would do their makeup. Remind you, I'm not licensed. I haven't went to school for this. This is just something that I picked up during my marriage. I'm not married anymore, but that's another story for another day. But anyways, I was doing her makeup, and when I got done and she looked in the mirror, she had the biggest smile on her face, and she just lit up with so much joy and so much happiness. And she looked at me and hugged me and was crying. She said, "Oh my God, I haven't smiled like this in 10 years. I haven't looked like this. I used to be a model, and just so much things happened to me in life. And now I'm homeless," she said, "but it's been so long since I've looked in the mirror and smiled and loved the person that I've seen." And she touched my heart. Like that moment, I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. I want to help mothers, single mothers, women feel beautiful, feel sexy, feel like you can conquer anything, you can do anything. That it doesn't matter if you're homeless, it doesn't matter if you don't have money, that this one small thing that men may not understand, or other women may look at it as vain, or we're just trying to feel, you know, whatever their little feelings is towards women who do makeup because they can't do it themselves or they don't feel like makeup is a necessity. Makeup has so much power and ability to change someone's like whole life, like their look on life. And I'm so serious. Like, before I wore makeup, I never thought that makeup was like that important. Before I did that woman's face, and before I seen her smile and the way she was laughing and crying, like, I never thought that makeup had that effect on people. But to know that it do, and to know that it was literally my saving grace, what kept me from going too deep into my depression. It kept me from, like, you guys understand, like, I was in a motel room in complete darkness, sleeping under a table or in the closet because that's the only place I felt safe. Like, I didn't want to turn on lights. I didn't want to leave the room, you know, and this was during a period where, you know, at one point I was able to send my kids away with a loved one for the summertime. So they were gone for like 3 months for me, which really helped me because I hated the fact that my kids were sleeping in the car with me. But I literally stayed in that motel room and did not want to go anywhere for weeks. Okay, weeks. And one day I just got up and was on YouTube with my laptop, and I seen Peak Mill, who I love so much, so tag her in that. But Peak Mill, like, I seen one of her makeup tutorials and I was like, oh, that's so pretty, let me try that. And so I tried it. I started doing my makeup from watching YouTube tutorials, and man, like, when I did my makeup, I was like, oh, I like her hair. Let me fix my hair like that. So then I started, because I already been doing hair for a very long time. I used to work in a hair salon and everything. So I'm like, okay, cool, I can do that. So then I started doing my hair. And when I would look in the mirror and I would see my makeup is done and my hair was done, I was like, oh, now I need to get dressed. And then I would be like, oh, I'm too cute to sit in this room. Let me turn on, let me go outside. I literally started day by day getting like the strength to get up and get out every single day. And every day it got better. Every day I got better. And, you know, here we are, 4 years later. I'm not homeless. I'm not sleeping out of my car or anything like that. I'm not rich. I'm not balling. I'm not like super well off, but I am not in the place that I used to be in. And I can say that makeup and hair really attribute to that, like, a lot, you know. I'm now starting this here at Boujee Mommies. It's like my next phase. And the name Boujee Mommies came because people start calling me very bougie. Like, oh, she's bougie. Like, they didn't want to talk to me. They put me in this category. And I'm like, y'all don't understand. I'm probably like the coolest down-to-earth person you would probably meet. No, I'm not, you know. Okay, let me be real. There are some things and places that I will not do and will not go. And if that makes me bougie, then cool. Or stuck up, then okay, I'll take it. That's all right. That's just where I draw the line at. That's my own personal preference, and you don't have to like it, and people tend not to like it, but that's okay. I'm really okay with that. But the name bougie kept sticking to me. Like, people kept calling me bougie. I'm like, bougie, huh? Okay, you're right. I'm a bougie mommy. I'm a mother of 4 kids. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and, you know, I work from time to time. I do hair from home, makeup and all that stuff. And you know what? I'll take the bougie. And I want other mothers to feel the same way. I want them to get the same encouragement, the same inspiration, and we all can be bougie mommies.